Good morning, everyone. So, I haven't been up here in a few weeks, and I really missed it. And I was thinking, what am I going to talk about this morning? But really, there's so much that has happened. I was like, what am I going to talk about this morning? How do I filter through it all? And then I thought about the conversations I've been having with people lately. And I've noticed there's a lot going on in people's lives. Challenges, some obstacles, some things people are working through, and they all look different. The thing is, they all look different. So somebody may be working through being a parent. Some may be working through being a caregiver. Some may be working through a job loss or a job change. Right? So they all look different, but guess what? To each person, that is the biggest thing they are dealing with right now. And sometimes it's hard. It's hard to share with people, hey, I'm struggling. I'm going through this thing. Because it's our own and we feel very attached to fixing whatever the situation is, right? We're really attached to figuring it out because we are in the teaching of our thoughts create. So sometimes we can go in the other direction of burdening ourselves with this, I am the one who must change my thoughts and change the outer world of my life. But in doing so, sometimes we forget the other part of it. The other part of it, which is, I am one with the divine. I do not have to do this on my own. I can release. I can let go. I can surrender. You know, when I used to first hear about this idea of surrendering years ago in my Rumi classes, I didn't like it. It felt I was giving away my power. I don't want to surrender because we think about surrender like giving up. But what if we looked at surrender a little differently? What if we were surrendering to life? What if we were surrendering to something greater than who we are that can guide us every step of the way? What if we surrender control or the idea that something has to look a certain way for it to be healing for us? That surrender is actually really powerful. And it takes a lot of awareness and mindfulness to recognize when we need to let go. When is the last time, just imagine something you were going through recently. And did you ask for help? When is the last time you said, Mother, Father, God, Love, Source, whoever, Cosmos, the universe, life, please help me? You know, sometimes we don't want to acknowledge that we need that help. A couple of weeks ago, I was in dire straits. Honestly, it wasn't actually that big of a deal looking back, but that's where I was in that energy of emotion. And I couldn't figure out what to do. And one morning, after days of feeling like this, I finally just said, help me. Into the ether, help me. That's all I said. And within 24 hours, things started shifting. Whether that was my own mind, my own heart, something bigger than me, we don't need to know what it is. All we need to know is that it works. It works. Ernest Holmes says, divine guidance is yours for the asking. The answer to any problem we can ever confirm you already exist at the center of your being. But it is not enough merely to know that divine guidance exists. It is not enough to merely know divine guidance exists. You must use it. You must use it. So how do we use it? It's not as hard as we think. You use it by consciously recognizing its source within yourself and by deliberately calling upon it, expecting it to answer. I'll repeat that. You use it by consciously recognizing its source within yourself and by deliberately calling upon it, expecting it to answer. So it's within you, it's within me, it's within each and every one of us. It's just up to us to remember. And sometimes it's in the darkest moments that we forget, but inevitably we always remember. There is something greater than us that we are one with. All we need to do is ask. Thank you.